children, welcome to Commerce class, Unit 2, Forms of Business Organization, Chapter 8, Multinational Corporations. A multinational company is one which is incorporated in one country called the home country, but which operates in more than one country or carries on the business in other countries called the host countries, but its headquarters is located in the home country. It can be defined as an enterprise which is operating in several countries but managed from one country. So it is defined by Neil H. Jacoby as a multinational corporation owns and manages business in two or more countries. So it is an organization or a corporation which owns and manages the business in two or more countries. The other names of multinational corporations are global enterprise, international enterprise, world enterprise, and transnational enterprise or transnational corporations. Oligopoly. Oligopoly means which is used only by certain people. So this multinational company is also oligopoly because it is a market condition where there are very few sellers in the same product line. Global enterprises are the business organization which operate in more than one country. Since they operate in more than one country, they are also called as multinational companies. Advantages of multinational company. Low cost labor. MNCs set up their facilities in low cost countries and produce goods or services at very low cost. It gains cost advantage and sells its products and services of good quality at lowest price. Quality products. The resource, experience, and the expertise of MNCs in the sphere of research and development enables the host country to produce the quality goods and services at a very least possible cost. Proper use of idle resources. Idle resources means which are not used yet. Because of their advanced technical knowledge, MNCs are in a position to properly utilize the idle physical and human resources of the host country. Thus, it results in an increase in the national income of the host country. Improvement in balance of payment position. MNCs help the host countries to increase their exports. As such, they help the host country to improve its balance of payment position so we can earn more money in the host country. Technical development. MNCs carry the advantage of technical development of the host country. In fact, they are the vehicles for transference of technical development from one country to another, and also because of MNC, poor host countries begins to develop technically. Managerial development. MNCs employ the latest management techniques. People employed by MNCs do a lot of research in management. In a way, they help to professionalize management along the latest lines of management theory and practice. This will lead to managerial development in the host country. End of local monopolies. The entry of MNCs lead to competitions in the host country. Local monopolies of the host country either start improving their products or reduce their prices for the products which are sold. MNCs put an end to the exploitative trade practices of local monopolists. Monopolist means those persons who are doing the work, or one category of people enjoying the work is termed as monopolies. And in India, many Indian companies acquired ISO 9000 quality certificates due to the fear of competition posed by MNCs. That is why we get good quality of products in our country. improvement in the standard of living by providing super quality products and services. MNCs help to improve the standard of living of people of the host countries. Promotion of international brotherhood and culture. MNCs integrate economies of various nations with the world economy. Through their international dealings, MNCs promote international brotherhood and culture, and thus it paves a way for world peace and prosperity, so we can lead a prosperous life. Disadvantages of MNCs. Danger for domestic industries. MNCs, because of their vast economic power, pose a danger to the domestic industries which are still in process of development. Domestic industries cannot face the challenges posed by MNCs. Many domestic industries have to wind up as a result of the threat from MNCs. Thus, this gives a setback to the economic growth of the host countries. Transfer of outdated technology. MNCs transfer outdated technology to host nation, thus it serves no purposes. If it is new technology, it will lead us to a progressive manner, but they are transferring only the outdated technology of the nation. No benefit to poor people. MNCs produce only those things which are used by the rich people. Therefore, poor people of the host countries do not get any benefit out of it. Danger to independence. Initially, MNCs help the government of the host country in number of ways, and then gradually they start interfering in the political affairs of the host country. Thus, it implicit danger to the independence of the host country in a long run. Deprivation of job opportunity of local people. MNCs may not generate job opportunities to the people of the home country. In sense, they will give job opportunities, but the higher authorities, leading powers, management powers, everything will be given to the people of their own country and not to the home country people who are living here. Misuse of mighty status. MNCs are powerful economic entities. They can afford to bear losses for a long while in the hope of earning huge profits. Once they have completed the local competition, they achieve monopoly. This may be a dirty marketing strategy of the MNC to wipe off the local competitors from the host country. So the local competitors cannot exist in the market because of the powerful economies of MNCs. Careless exploitations of natural resources. MNCs tend to use the natural resources of the host country carelessly. They cause rapid depletion, which means they completely use the resources and they make it nil. For some of the non-renewable natural resources of the host country, completely they are depleting. In this way, MNC cause a permanent danger to the economic development of the host country. Selfish promotion of alien culture. Alien culture means foreign culture. MNCs tend to promote the alien culture in the host country to sell their products. They make people forget about their own cultural heritage. Cultural heritage means parambaryam. In India, MNCs have created a taste for synthetic food, soft drinks, etc. This promotion of foreign culture by the MNCs is injurious to the health of the people. Neglect of industrial and economic growth of home country. An investment in host countries is more profitable. MNCs may neglect the home country's industrial and economic development. They will not allow us to grow in industry, or they will not invest in our own companies, but they bring their culture, they bring their food, they bring their goods towards our country. So they neglect the industrial and economic growth of the home country, whereas they will make profit out of our country. Examples of MNCs. List of Indian subsidiary companies of foreign MNCs are listed. List of Indian multinational companies and their logos.
So these are the various MNCs which are functioning in India. Thank you.